What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're Dynamaxing and adventuring today. Also, I thought it might be fun to maybe check out GameSpot's Pokopia hands-on video, because I don't know, chat, after watching that, the game looks kind of spicy. Did I get a shiny last time I did this? I think I did. It was Audino. That's right. I'm on a normal type streak. Kangaskhan, Audino. Also, I don't think they put it on the Pokemon Center yet. Maybe they will tonight. But they did announce a bunch of Pokopia goods and merchandise, like Moss Snorlax plush. And the little ghost Pikachu, is that its name? I can't even remember. Pikachu. They had Professor Tangrowth. They had some cute plushies. I'm gonna check Pocket real quick. I don't think I checked today. Oh, I did finally get my first good hit out of Genetic Apex Pikachu since I went back. I pulled Brock. Pulled a full art Brock. That was nice to see. I don't think I've seen a 4 Wonder Pick in so long. They just don't exist anymore. I'm looking right now and it's just like... There's some in here that don't even have a holo. Why would I want any of these? Alright, promptly closing the app again. Promptly closing the app. I do kind of want to do a Masuda hunt soon, chat, but I don't know who. It beckons. I can only go so long before the Masuda method calls me back. The siren song, I can't resist. Got Mega Gardevoir. Yeah, I've been able to get a few full arts, but nothing that exciting. I don't mind Lilligan's shiny. The kind of neon pink flower is nice. Shiny Krokorok is weird. I agree. It is weird. This is such a phenomenal shiny. Like, they popped off when they made Shiny Galarian Ponyta. That is such a good one. Yeah, where'd Krokorok go? There he is. He's got his gamer glasses on. There will be no blue light affecting Krokorok's eyes. Gecko Joe. That's a pretty good one. Whoa, the big 90 stream streak. Let's go. Oh yeah, remember, I got Gossifleur. I think this might be one of the most forgettable Pokemon on the face of the planet. And I don't even dislike this Pokemon all that much. I just don't remember that it exists. Is it just me, or... I remember Eldegoss a lot more than I remember Gossifleur. necessarily dislike this Pokemon. I will say Gossifleur has Gen 7 energy. Goss definitely has... Like, I could see Gossifleur being in Alola. You remember it so you can ask others. You, me too. It's like, oh, yeah, you guys remember Gossifleur? What other these were when I was on a tear with Den shinies back in the day. This is such a terrible shiny. This is foul. Foul Pokemon, foul shiny. Aracuta's shiny is less offensive, but look, you can even see the little curly Q mustache on Aracuta. It's there. Aw, Gigalith. Beautiful. I don't think yellow shinies get a lot of recognition, but they're pretty nice. Like, isn't this nice? Isn't Shiny Krabby a good one? My two crabs. What was this? The Crab Den? Krabby into Crustle. You could tell the similar dens that I was shiny had. Ooh, I caught Sedinja and a Moonball. That's an enlightened choice, even if that shiny is terrible. Impidimp, a classic. Stuffle's a great shiny. Spritzy just makes me think of my Shalfa Spritzy I got in ZA. I always forget Growlithe has kind of an abysmal... I feel like Growlithe used to have a better shiny. Did its shiny get downgraded when it went into 3D? Oh, cutie fly. Precious. Precious baby. There's Crobat. Oh, this is a gigantic... Wow, it must have taken me a lot to catch this. It's so hard to catch G-Max Pokemon in this game. This is why they changed it for Scarlet Violet, where you just catch the raid Pokemon regardless. Because catching Pokemon in the raid dens in this game... Good frickin' luck. Ooh, look at Dragapult. I must have had this in my party because he has some XP on him. Orbeetle's got a great shiny. Gen 8 has some nice ones. It really does. Some nice shinies. Alright, once ads are over, chat, we're gonna check out a GameSpot first impressions on Pokopia. It's only 7 minutes, so it won't take long. But I feel like this is the best. This video kind of answered, like, what do you even do in this game? Who else is in here? All my Rotoms. Oh, I remember this Rotom den. Goodra. Lots of ZA Pokemon in this box, except for the Niddos and Haxorus. Aggron, Goodra, all the Rotoms. Alright, let me get the vid up. Is it cropped? Oh my god. Jump scare. Jump scare, looking directly at the Ditto person's face. Jump scare. Also, you can see I typed it in there. Pokemon Pokopia. Pokemon Pokopia. Does it roll off the tongue? I guess it does, to some extent. ZA ranked feels like it's dead. Yeah, I'm genuinely bummed out by the way they're handling ZA ranked. Genuinely. It's sad. Okay, I'll just hide behind the video. I don't want to block it. Alright, so let's actually see what this game's deal is, chat.
Given that the Pokemon franchise has explored genres ranging from visual novel to turn-based tactics, it's downright confounding that it hasn't yet produced a cozy life sim. Pokemon Pokopia
I will
is coming
say,
to change that, and doing it.
It's fun that all the Pokemon talk to you. Like, when do we ever get characterization from Pokemon? Like, it's always the human characters, except for rare instances like Ogerpon and Calyrex. So I do like that the Pokemon talk to you. That's cool.
In a uniquely Pokemon way. After a lengthy
Oh, you can
hands-on
emote.
session at an
Look at that,
in
a little
uniquely
emote.
Pokemon way.
Okay, celebrate, cry, beckon. Okay, that's cute. Little emote wheel. Wow, this is so, they're making friend slop.
After a lengthy hands-on session at a Nintendo showcase
Oh, look,
event,
you can
this
see
take on different
was
cozy
that
game
Drillbur?
mechanics
Or
and mainstays
that might have been
blend to feel like
Barbaricle's
something
arm.
that stands on its own. You are a
Female
lost Ditto,
Combi.
heartbroken over the loss of your trainer. When the
Okay,
game
so
starts,
here's-
you choose a look based on your memories.
I wish you had stayed in that screen for more than 2 seconds. So here's our look at the... This is just like... You know what this reminds me so much of? Because it's just like Kirby Air Riders and how it shares the same UI with Smash. This just looks like Let's Go's. They're reminding me of Let's Go right now.
Trainer. When the game
But yeah, the customization looks a little limited. I don't know if you unlock stuff as you go, but it doesn't look like there's that many options.
Trainer. When the game
Kind of a
starts,
bummer.
you choose a look based on your memories of the trainer, serving as the character creator. No matter what
It
you
messed
choose,
up.
you'll be left looking like an odd, beady, ditto-eyed approximation of a human. You quickly
Even the
meet up
zipper
with
has a
Professor
ditto
Tangrowth,
face.
who walks you through some of the earliest parts of the game,
Gadzooks.
centered around attracting and meeting up with new Pokemon. The visual style of
This
Pokopia
looks-
is unlike any other we've seen in Pokemon games. The cube
I don't hate the look of
most
this.
readily recalls Minecraft, but I was also reminded of Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah, Dragon
due to
Quest
how it
Builders. I
iterates
think
on
that
style
comparison's
with
gonna
more
happen a
detailed
lot.
shading and rounded edges. The Builders' influence is also felt with the more mission-based structure of Pokopia, as opposed to
Mission-based
Minecraft's
structure,
open-ended
interesting.
survival. And as a fellow Switch title,
Oh.
it's hard not
Here's all the multiplayer stuff.
to think of Animal Crossing, to which Pokopia bears only a passing resemblance.
Good. Look at this. So we have
Passing resemblance.
stones, berries, beds, tables, or stools.
You are building up a community of characters, but this feels more flexible in the style of Minecraft and DQ Builders, and at least from my limited time, less focused on social connections. What surprised me most, though, was the way it reminded me of one of my favorites, the cult classic Viva Pinata.
I've heard this
That's
so
because
much.
The core mission at the heart of Pokemon Pokopia
That this game is like
building
Viva
new
Pinata.
habitats that will attract the attention of particular Pokemon.
Look at
Similar
this!
to
You can
tending to a
inhale
garden
like
that will
Kirby!
attract the attention of particular Pokemon, similar to tending to your garden in Viva
That's
Pinata.
kind of
In
fun.
the early game, at least, these tended to involve arranging a small set of elements in a particular order. Tall grass near the water will attract a Squirtle, while building a campfire
What's up, everybody?
will bring around a Charmander. When
We're taking a look at GameSpot's hands-on for Pokopia. Just because I need to understand what you even do in this game.
you've fulfilled the right conditions, you'll see a rustling in the grass, and then go to meet your new Pokemon pal.
Okay,
From
that
then
seems
on,
fun.
They'll live in your community, and you can build more structures, like a bed,
Eep,
to make their
a
stay more
human.
comfortable. I don't want to get carried away with the Viva Pinata comparisons. Many of these
Oh, look,
recipes I've
they
seen
transform into Squirtle every time they use water gun.
are less puzzling than in
Or well,
that
at least get the
series,
shell
and
in the
broad
tail.
open space of Pokopia and generally peaceful Pokemon means you don't need to carefully
Pidgey's
manage their
home.
proximity to each other. But in broad terms, I enjoyed the same cozy vibes and satisfaction of setting a task to attract a new species and then seeing it show up. Since you're a Ditto who speaks Pokemon, your new denizens actually have things to
Of course,
say
Combi
besides
makes
their
bee
own name,
noises.
like quick greetings akin to your villagers in Animal Crossing. And sometimes they'll
Okay, so you plant. It looks like you get environmental objects And if you plant flowers, you could attract stuff like Combi. Okay, so that seems kind of interesting. Let's see what else.
It's their own name, like quick greetings akin to your villagers in Animal Crossing. And sometimes they'll teach you a new special skill, which your Ditto persona can imitate by transforming parts of your body. That lets you plant flora.
Look at the little
or
fountain.
Pull out Squirtle's water gun ability to spray plants, for example. After learning the ropes in a single-player
the
tutorial
horsey fountain
area,
is
we
cute.
were transferred to a multiplayer session with later objectives.
Ditto
and
is
more
coming to
powers
visit. That
unlocked.
seems threatening.
We didn't see exactly how the lobby system works, so it was unclear how similar this is to inviting other players to your Animal Crossing island, for example. But
Wait.
we could
Was that a Dexter Gen 1 ass Pokedex that I see in their hands? Whoa. An ancient artifact. We really are an old, destroyed Kanto.
But in this later state, we could mow down grass by transforming our arms into
Scyther
Scyther blades, surf along the waters.
Oh, look
as
at
a
the lap.
Lapras,
They
and
have
more.
hats.
It's cute and fun.
Why do the
and
Lapras-
maybe a little
Lapras all
dark
have little
watching your
hats?
cute Pokemon human transform its arms into sharp blades like Terminator's T-1000. And there were also many more Pokemon wandering around, letting me see some
Don't look
of the
directly into their
requirements for
eyes,
their own
chat.
habitats. A wandering Growlithe required cardboard boxes and toys.
Wow,
like you'd
look at
expect from a
this. These are
hybrid
just,
of
like,
a house cat and
actual
dog.
buildings.
This later game area had
Oh my
been
god, the
pre-built with a
Dragonites
lot
also
more
have a
advanced
tiny hat.
decoration and housing, such as a large staircase leading up the side of a mountain and a well-developed suburb with houses for various Pokemon, along with sidewalks and
This
even a
is
playground.
very
The
Animal
central
Crossing
objective
right
for our
here, this
multiplayer
bit.
session was to gather the parts to rebuild the Pokemon Center, but we weren't tied to each other.
Oh, I bet
In
you get
fact, we all
Hitmonchan
went
with the
running
punching
in different
bag.
directions, and by the time I returned, someone else had already gathered the pieces for the Pokemon Center. In place of an empty and broken down lot was the scaffolding for a new building, which cleared up after a few minutes and became the Pokemon Center we recognized from the classic games. Exploring the larger islands in multiplayer showed how flexible the system is to build a huge and
I hope it's
thriving
easier to
community
get
from the
to
ground
connect
up.
with
The houses
multiplayer than
all
it was
looked
with
fully
Animal
developed
Crossing
like
New
you might see
Horizons.
in any other game, but they were also fully breakable into tiny pieces that looked like they could be collected and rearranged. It was an impressive feat, since the houses didn't really appear to be
It
built
really
out of
would kill
connected
Game Freak to
wooden
put like
pieces
any.
that looked
Oh wait,
also fully breakable into tiny
was that an actual?
pieces that
Oh my god, there's actual like objects under the water. No way. I was just about to dunk on them for that, but there's actually an item under the water.
looked like they could be
Oh, it looked like a
collected and
log.
rearranged. It was an impressive feat, since the houses didn't really
They're evolving,
appear to
chat.
be built out of connecting parts, and that only became apparent once I started to break them apart. I dug deep
The rock
underground
smash
just
animation's
because I
quite
could,
cute.
coming out the other side of an island underwater. Ditto can't drown, so you can explore
That's fun
the
that you
deep
can
all
just
you
suck
want,
up all
walking along
the,
ocean
like,
floor.
rubble and
On the other hand,
resources.
it was occasionally less flexible than I expected. At one point, I started to dig a trench into the land from the nearby ocean, expecting it to fill in and allow me to make a moat or river inland. Instead, the water just remained stopped at the edge of the ocean where it was, restrained against an invisible wall. I would be remiss not to mention one of the funnier moments I came across during my demo. While wandering the Pokemon suburbs, I was alerted that there was a Pokemon photo opportunity nearby, but I followed the waypoint into one of the houses to find an Ordino singing happily while taking a shower.
What?
I brought up the camera and
What? What? An Audino singing, happily taking a shower? Wait, what? What are you talking about?
a picture and was rewarded with a message telling me that I successfully captured the photo op. The game had guided me into a
Brown.
strange moment of wholesome Pokemon voyeurism. The implications of that moment, though, are interesting. It reminded me
The
of Pokemon Snap,
implications.
stumbling across a Pokemon in their own element, doing their own thing. This is a game that has you building
Oh
up
my
a
god, I
community
can't believe
of
they brought
Pokemon,
back
but
the
after
original
that, they seem to
Pokedex.
just go about their daily lives.
It's such a good design.
I don't think Nintendo or developer Omega Force intentionally engineered
Oh, look at that. Even the Pokeball items look a lot better. They're not just little, like, shit sparkles on the ground. I like that.
to this scenario for me to find.
Well, I
because
do
there's no
see little
guarantee
shit
I would have
sparkles on the
stumbled
ground, but
into
they
it.
have a rainbow
Instead,
around
Pokemon
them.
Pokopia looks to be flexible enough that you can build your community and then
Nope,
just
Pecha
see what
Berries,
happens. And that, to
Chesto,
me,
Lums.
is what makes Pokemon's exploration on life sims very exciting.
I keep hearing about dungeons, but he didn't cover any of like the dungeon stuff. We could watch Skill Up talk about it. Uh-oh, it's really good. They all have this this little ditto.
Last week I told you that I visited Nintendo HQ to play 4 up really I want Omega Force, a Koei surprise when Return of the Humans. So
Does
the
he,
Pokemon
does he show most of the same footage? I assume they're all under like yeah. I want to see some of the dungeons. What do you do in the dungeons? I don't know, Chad. What do we think? What do we think? The first game in a decade that has a Pokedex without a Rotom in it? Yeah, maybe that's why it's so refreshing. maybe that's why it's so refreshing. There was a TikTok I watched about this game. Let me find it. Oh, this was Games Radar. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's watch this one, chat. I saw this one on TikTok, and this was a good one. What's up, everybody? We're looking at a few previews for Pokopia, so I can try to understand what you even do in this game. All right, this is 6 minutes, so not a long video. Let's see what Games Radar has to say.
90 minutes. That's all it took to convince me that Pokemon Pokopia is gonna take over my life. This cozy Animal Crossing flavored take on my favorite creature collecting series is packing a real punch. Moorish exploration, building, and collection mechanics combined with delightful personality and a generous dose of feel-good. Even from a short preview session,
look at the
this is a
leafage
game I can see myself
transformation.
sinking
Cute.
hundreds of hours into.
I like that you can make Pokemon beds. Like, that's just kind of cute.
Right from
It's
the
charming.
get-go, Pokopia throws you deep into its charm. You play as a lonely Ditto, missing its old trainer, who has ominously disappeared.
This
without
is very
explanation.
ominous.
You can customize to match your vision before being sent into a desolate
dichotomy.
region, left in total disrepair, totally
Ooh, I like
absent
that.
of people
This
and
shot
most
right here?
left in total disrepair.
This is very Minecraft. It's like, where's the abandoned ship?
Totally absent of people and most Pokemon. But that's where you can help, and where the compelling gameplay loop comes in. Unlocking more Pokemon relies on you cultivating the correct habitats for them by using abilities unlocked from your new friends. More on that.
Oh,
shortly.
Shellos.
You occasionally find traces of Pokemon that show what kind of habitat you should
Oh,
be
you could
looking to create,
fish.
which
No
seem
way.
pretty
It has
varied.
fishing.
From simple ones
That
like
already
tall grass for
elevates it.
Bulbasaur to more specific ones like an exercise area for Hitmonchan or a sauna for Politoed. You'll seemingly have to do a lot
Politoed.
of renovation to lure in every Pokemon.
There's Eevee.
Some are rarer than others.
Ooh, look at
too.
Scyther.
And it also appears that some will, like in the main series games, only appear at certain times of day.
Interesting.
Befriending Pokemon doesn't just add a cute new fella.
So they have day and night Pokemon. Apparently, this has a very, I think it's a real life clock. What could they do for certain day? I mean, Combi makes sense as a day Pokemon. Maybe Murkrow or something at night.
To your town, but at least in the opening stint of the game, it often unlocks one of those aforementioned abilities for you to use too. Rock Smash can be used to, you guessed it, smash rocks, while Cut can slice up logs, and Water Gun can rejuvenate dried up flowers, grass, and trees. Pokemon can also offer additional skills.
Oh, look, you can
Timber,
grow
for
tomatoes.
example, has the build skill, and can assist you in constructing houses. So
You
there's
can
plenty of reason
you can make vending machines.
you and constructing houses.
I think I saw something where X and Y were the only Pokemon games that didn't have vending machines, and then there's no vending machines in ZA. What a random factoid.
So there's plenty of reason to
Well, you can make vending machines here.
Rather befriend them all.
Whatever that
Driving
means.
all this is a satisfying challenges system that instantly reminds me of Animal Crossing New Horizons Nook Miles tasks. From collecting enough sticks to watering enough tiles and befriending enough Pokemon. Doing certain activities and
This
hitting
UI is
milestones
so
rewards
let's
you with
go.
Pokecoins, which can be exchanged for new decor and upgrades. I buy a bag upgrade to carry around
You
more
can
items.
construct
for
different
example.
little
Some
furniture
tasks and items
pieces.
in the shop are
This is
labeled as
nice.
daily.
This little, like, sea area? How many different types of environments are in the game?
Bringing that real Animal Crossing feel to the game, and giving reason for you to keep coming back day after day to see what's new. It doesn't seem like you'll ever be at a loss for something
you
to
can have
do.
light-
On top of all of that, you've
light
also got
posts.
exploration aspects and terraforming to delve into.
Look at Squirtle
allowing you
go.
to directly shape the world around you, block
I hope
by
terraforming
block.
is better
I
in this
spent a
game than it
massive
was in New
amount of time
Horizons.
terraforming in my hands-on, but it seems to be limitless. Using Rock Smash, I tear the scenery apart before using a Kirby-like inhale move on the material left behind
That's
to
cool,
collect
I like
it and
that.
place blocks elsewhere, Minecraft style. In one particularly satisfying moment, I smashed through a rock in a cliff, causing water to cascade through and fill out a once barren trench, turning it into a scenic waterfall and river. All
Also
of this is
cool.
underlined by some serious personality I wasn't expecting Pokopia to have. The amusing dialogue options combined with the general visual comedy of your clumsy Ditto protagonist is so charming. Even in their human form, Ditto strolls around with a bounciness that could only be achieved by a sentient blob, with jelly-like limbs that flail around as they go. Rapidly rotating the analog stick makes them spin like a whirlwind.
Okay, but could I put
with an
some
abrupt
sunglasses
stop
on or
causing your
something
arms
so I
get
don't have to
wrapped
see the
around them,
ditto
tying them
eyes?
up like rope. Honestly, can't wait to see what other little moments like this Pokopia has in store.
I wonder, are there going to be legendaries in this game? Like, what's the climax of the story, I wonder?
As someone who's been waiting years for a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, I'm
Haven't we
very
all,
pleased
brother?
that Pokopia
Amen.
not only brings back the talking Mons I miss so dearly, but they all seem to have some flavor
Oh,
of
look at
individual
this. Onyx. But, I hate to admit it.
personality here too. From only an hour and a half with the game, I couldn't say how deep this goes. So far, all I can tell you is that Charmander seems like a very enthusiastic, energetic source, while Hitmonchan loves to punch rocks. Good for him. However, you can complete
Abra.
tasks for each Pokemon to increase the comfort level of their habitats, as well as give them gifts which seemingly increase some sort of friendship value.
Tyrogue is in the
addition,
game.
you can
Well, I guess
listen
that
in on
makes sense, 'cause
conversations between
Hitmonchan
different
is. Also, do Pokemon
chatting,
evolve?
forming connections between your residents. All of this has me hopeful
Oh
that
my-
they could
What was that?
forming connections between your residents. All of
Wow. See, this is very New Horizons to me. Little bed and some bookshelves.
this has me hopeful that they could all have some level of individuality, which
Wow,
if
there's
so,
so much to
all
look
of
at in
this
some of
has
these
me hopeful that they
screenshots
could all
or
have
very brief
some level
clips.
of
Okay, we got Palmy, Swablu,
individuality, which
Ludicolo, Lotad. I'm glad Lotad's in the game. Those mushrooms look like Parasect. Is Parasect in the game? You're hoping there's something nefarious? That would be pretty fun. Gumi's in the game. Thank God.
if so, could make
Shaved Ice. Wingull. Another 10,000 games for Wingull.
them feel deeper than Animal Crossing
Oh, look at this is cozy.
villages, which vary
Is that Pippi? Yeah, Clefairy's in here.
villages, which vary.
Oh,
very
Zorua.
listed,
Whoa. Whoa, did I see Blossom too?
which Animal Crossing villages.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Zorua and Blossom. Oh, Blossom's so cute. Little friend.
Which vary very little on the whole thanks to their preset personality categories. Now, Pokemon Pokopia's experiences aren't limited to single player either, as playing in co-op is also a blast. During the
Everybody
second half
has
of
a
my
little
preview
hat.
session, I team up with 2 other players in an attempt to rebuild a dilapidated Pokemon Center. Working together, we collect resources, recruit Pokemon,
That's
and build
cute.
a bridge
Hops
using blocks
the jump
collected
rope
from
with
using Rock
Bulbasaur.
Smash on the ground. Admittedly, it's not the prettiest bridge to ever exist, but it worked for our purposes. And with more time, we could have easily produced something a bit more aesthetically pleasing. It's in this mode that I also try out a couple more of Ditto's transformations. They're
Those
not
windmills?
just limited
Can
to
we
their
have
human and
windmills?
Ditto forms, after all. Namely, you can jump into Lapras to surf across water, and Dragonite to glide in the air.
See, I don't mind
And
when
as
Ditto
you'd hope-
turns into a Pokemon. Like, Ditto Dragonite, very cute. No problem. It even has a little hat. But Ditto as a human, I'm not sold. I'm just not sold. What's up, Dragoon? I am not sold.
They keep the silly, not
I
quite
do like the
perfect Ditto
Dragonites,
face
though. That's
in
cute.
both. I cannot overstate how dang cute these transformations are. To everyone else who was in the room with me, I am not sorry for how loudly I announced that the Drago Ditto wears a tiny hat on top of its horn. It needed to be pointed
It's
out.
cool that you can
In short,
fly.
Pokemon Pokopia is looking dangerously good. I've never had an early preview for a game fly by so fast, and could have easily spent the entire day sinking my teeth into the life sim
Eat the
and
berry.
seeing how deep its systems go. Assuming it stays this engrossing beyond its opening, which, let's face it, is usually the slowest part of cozy games like this. then
That's
anyone
true.
Like me,
He has a point. Usually when you're first starting a hashtag cozy game, it is pretty slow because you got to learn all the mechanics. You like with Stardew, you have a very small plot of land because you got to get upgraded tools and clear your farm out.
who's
If
invested
this game
hundreds
is
of
hooking
hours
these
into Animal
guys in
Crossing
just
is
the
under
first 2
real
hours,
threats of losing themselves in this to the same degree.
it's
if
pretty
not more.
impressive.
And I'm completely here for it. This really has the potential to be the biggest
Oh
cozy
no,
game
I hate
since
that Ditto
Animal
person
Crossing
even
New
more.
Horizons. So,
Why did they
will
look
you
like
be picking
Ash?
up this quirky, cozy Pokemon life sim? What Pokemon are you excited to befriend
Yeah,
the
what about
most?
these
Let us know
variants?
and stick with Games Radar for the latest on the greatest
Are there going to be any more variants than they've already shown, like Moss Snorlax?
games of 2026. Up this
I
quirky
did see,
life sim.
I
What
did see
Pokemon are you
Pinsir and Scyther at the very end there. Yeah, I don't know, Chad. What do we think? Odyssey jump rope flashbacks. I'll definitely play it. I wish it wasn't a game key card, and I wish it wasn't $70, but fortunately, I think that's just gonna be the way it is for a lot of games. You wish it had more visual polish. Alright, chat. Let me do my solo warm-up run, and then I'll open the lobby, and anybody who wants to join can join. You think it's a bit plain looking? I wanted to see more weather. Like, how often does it rain? Rain is it's critical. If you have a cozy game, you better have a cozy rain system. Some cozy weather. Alright, we're fighting a flyer. We have a terrible team for a flyer. Yeah, I will say it's very Gen 1 heavy. Like, most of those previews, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur were just all over the screen. I want to know if Garchomp is in the game. I know Tyranitar is. Get my critter on Sin while it lasts. Depends on if the game... That really depends on the game. Were there any Gen 9 Pokemon in there? I'm struggling to think right now. We saw some Gen 5 with Drillbur. We saw a few Gen 3s. A Tyranitar is in the game. We know for sure that Tyranitar is in the game. Shiinotic looks so at peace when it's sleeping. Yeah, oh, Palmy, that's right. We did see Palmy. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that every Pokemon game that isn't like mainline or it's when it's a spin-off, it's just Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 1. It's like all your transformations are Gen 1, Scyther, well, except for Drillbur. Hitmonchan, Lapras, Dragonite. Wishy. Yeah, has anyone seen Wishy-Washy lately? I don't think they're well. I mean, I guess they can have the handy excuse of, it's in Kanto! Depending on how successful Pokopia is, I wonder if they would ever consider making a sequel. Interesting. I will be very curious to see reviews coming in and... Oh, the next Japanese TCG set has been revealed. Ninja Spinner. It has Mega Greninja. Wait, what the hell? Why is there like 5 bits of merch news on my Twitter right now? What, in Tarnation? We got the Greninja set. And then we also got a little Gen 5. We got a little Gen 5 Kotobukiya action with Victini. That's crazy. Wait, what item? Oh no, I'm not gonna switch. Oh, there's all the, yeah, Pikachu. I knew I remembered its name. Here's some of the merch that they've revealed for Pokopia. The Moss Snorlax is funny. Was that... I can never remember the gen... It's Nate and Hilbert. For some reason, I always have to think about their names. But that was, that was Hilbert, right? Yeah, I'm happy to see Castform get some merchandise. Love Castform. Big fan. I've seen a lot of people quote tweeting this tweet today. Young gamers in Japan may not be forming the same attachment to Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest because modern dev cycles are as long as their childhood. That is so depressing. And kind of, I don't know, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? These fan bases, or these franchises need to have younger audiences to succeed. But when your game takes 10,000 years to develop, Hitmontop is not the worst Pokemon in the world here, but I am gonna take Togi. Nidoqueen, Vikavolt, is that a Mogus? Yeah, see, that's not a problem if you're a Pokemon fan. That is one example I genuinely think as to why Pokemon has just become a absolute superstar. Every generation of kids has grown up with Pokemon since the franchise existed. And that's what makes it so successful. I think we talked a little bit about this when the latest Indiana Jones movie came out and on how, you know, it didn't really... Kids don't care about Indiana Jones because they never bothered to, you know, make anything of that franchise really for kids or keep the brand alive in the minds of the younger viewers, so they just won't see it. Yeah, that's why people have are so defensive about Pokemon. They grew up with it. It's part of their childhood. I love Togedemaru's cheek plugs. I think if you have a really successful franchise, you gotta be firing on all cylinders. You've gotta have good merchandise. If you're super duper successful, other media helps, like graphic novels or TV show adaptations. Like, I checked my timeline tonight and I'm like, Dana Terrence, what are you talking about? What do you mean the story takes place 2 years later? And then I see there's an Owl House novel coming. Can't believe Disney said yes to that. Amazing. Yeah, you definitely have to keep the youngins in mind with your big franchises, because if you lose them, you're gonna have a much harder time. It's not impossible. There's definitely lots of franchises that, you know, don't market to children whatsoever. It depends on the franchise. Oh, it's Lugia. Alright. It's A-okay with me. And Noctowl, Tangela, and Whimsicott are all going for non-attacking moves. Alright. Let's see how this will work out. Well, it's interesting too because a lot of younger fans, when you're a seasoned fandom veteran, I mean, I've witnessed this even with, you know, franchises I'm not even a fan of, like Star Wars. You know, all the kids that grew up with the prequels turning around and, you know, getting old enough to be like, they're actually underrated, and here's why. And this happens, of course, in Pokemon all the time. Just wait until the Scarlet Violet kids are old enough to put video essays up on YouTube, chat. It'll be over. Scarlet and Violet were underrated masterpieces, and here's why. I pray for us all. Honestly, to me, it seems like a lot of new-gen Pokemon fans just... Especially this past week on Twitter, they just, like, despise Gen 1. They despise everybody who grew up with original Pokemon. It's crazy. I saw a tweet that made me chuckle. I love how Gen 1ers are just regular people that grew up in the 90s and new gen Pokemon fans have an unfounded seething hatred for them. It really does seem like, at least for a lot of new gen fans, that is true. I've seen some people be like, why are they bringing back Fire Red Leaf Green? I have genuinely seen some people say that on my timeline. Crazy. I hate this game I've never played. It's actually the worst, and everybody who likes it is the worst. Scarlet Violet remakes. How do they... If they did a Legends game with Gen 9, how would that even work? It's an open world. How do you condense it to one area? Oh, I bet you they'd do Kitakami. I bet you if they did a Legends Scarlet Violet, it would be Kitakami, and we'd get like the lore of original Pecharunt, Ogerpon. I don't know. Maybe they kind of already did that. Maybe not. Yeah, like... It's not Gen 1ers' fault that Game Freak puts Gen 1 Pokemon in all the time in, like, clumsy ways. I think a lot of Gen 1 fan service just feels tone deaf, ineffective. Like, not even Gen 1ers are gonna like that. It's such... Pokemon is such an they're such an interesting company. They so desperately want to hang on to their original viewers. But they also so clearly always want a new audience to be involved. Watching them do that balancing act. Don't want a third game where Charmander's in the base game, but Bulbasaur and Squirtle get added with DLC. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I do not enjoy when they separate starters like that. Okay, Lugia, you're being quite mean. I mean, this team was turbo. We literally have a Tangela. And a Noctowl. Like, this was not... Togedemaru can only hard carry so much, I'm afraid. I mean, I love Gen 1, and I'll always complain about heavy Gen 1 favoritism, because I think it's boring. Like with the Pokopia discussion we just had. It's like, I like all those Pokemon, but what about a few more from 7? What about a few more from Gen 8? What about a little variety? Your favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur, and you also... Yeah, like... There comes a point... There comes a point, then... Also, we lost L. I can't believe Lugia killed us. That team was so abysmal, though. Alright, let me get online, and if anyone wants to join, feel free. If not, we'll keep doing solo runs. Yeah, like, my favorite Pokemon, Garchomp. Like, if Garchomp skipped out on the next gen, I would be a little sad, but, like, I get it. He's been in, like, every game. I understand. Bonsly and Mantike. Yeah, there's so many Pokemon that have like 2 trading cards and that's all they've had for like a decade. Like Tyrantrum. If we didn't get Legends ZA, Tyrantrum would still just have like two Pokemon cards to its name. Yeah, I really wish they would retire Lucario. They are going very hard on Lucario. Guys, I think Lucario should get a 3rd Mega Evolution. Yeah, Skitty, Clamperl, Ledian, Lediba, Halo. I could go on. Your hot take, Mega Lucario Z is your least favorite Pokemon design ever? With Lucario Z, I just don't understand why they made it. Well, I mean, I do, because Lucario's their marketing darling, and they like money. But why? Still, why? Why that design? Why that typing? It's an enigma. I mean, the whole way they went about the DLC megas is just so bizarre. Advertising a bunch of megas you get at the very end of the DLC. Thanks, guys. Garchomp Z feels like a beta design. Yeah, I don't think... Again, my favorite Pokemon is Garchomp. He didn't need another mega. He just didn't. He didn't need another mega. I would so rather see a Pokemon who doesn't have a mega get a mega than another Garchomp. But give it to Vespiquen. Garchomp, I need you to pass that mega along to Cherim. Throw the Hail Mary. I think Garchomp Z will either be Pokemon Day or the season after the next ranked season. Just don't like it. Yeah, I mean, that's... Sometimes you just see a design and it's like, nope. That don't do it for me. Alright, can we get some better choices than the last round? Okay, Porygon's okay. Yeah, I don't like Scrafties either. Wow, the Gen 3 friends are out. Crawdon, Absol, Grovyle. Alright, Psychic. So, that would be Latios, Latios, Azelf, or Solgaleo. Solgaleo, Solgaleo. Yeah, if with Mega Starmie, people either love it or they hate it. I guess I say that and I'm like kind of undecided. I see the humor of it, but at the same time I really like Starmie. It's a neat alien Pokemon. I think I would have preferred something else. But I understand why people like it. Do you think Porygon's tail is like, you know when you wind a music box, if it would make that sound, if you took Porygon's tail? Pull the lever, Frostlass. What could they give Mega Scrafty? What ability would redeem it? Lucario Z made you like Mega Starmie more. Also, it's totally fine to hate a Pokemon and then have it grow on you. You're allowed to change your mind. The internet doesn't like when people change their minds, but you're allowed to, as a human being. Change your mind. And I've had some Pokemon that I loved, and they just are all over the place. I mean, I like Lucario. I did. I really do like Lucario, but I'm sick of him. I want him to go away. At least for a little bit. It's like, I like Pokemon like Charizard too, but I understand people who are fatigued of it. This is just silly. I think Mega Starmie was really meant for the Japanese audiences. I have seen so much love in fan art for Mega Starmie. I think it resonated a little bit more for them. Okay, good. Somebody take Frostlash. She's so good. Give Mimikyu a Charizard form. I think that would tank Mimikyu's stocks. Absol Z is cool, but it feels unnecessary. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I don't know, I fundamentally disagree with giving Pokemon just multiple megas. One is good enough. One's good enough. They're like that Family Guy meme where they're the dad at the table and his family is starving because he's eating all the food. And Flygon is sitting at the table and Luxray is sitting across from Flygon. They're starving. Oh yeah, I'm so sick of them at this point, Cacturn. I do not, listen, I don't look forward to another year of, is there gonna be a new Eevee discourse? I don't look forward to it. In fact, if there is a new one, I hope they reveal it in a few weeks and just rip the band-aid off. Just do it. Just get it over with. Don't drag it out. See, and if they don't show a new Eevee, then that's gonna make me think that there is no new Eevee. Because when X and Y came out, they came out the gate swinging with Sylveon. I mean, Sylveon also introduced Fairy. So hey, maybe you'll get a new Eevee if they introduce a new type. maybe that's when that will happen. A really ugly Eeveelution. Eevee's Steel evolution, or Ground evolution, Chunk-On. Ugly on. Ugly on. That sounds like Inteleon. I like that though, that's a good one. Shuddy on. Poisonous evolution. Also, EUIC is this weekend, chat. If you're into the TCG or VGC or any of that stuff, it'll be a cozy watch. We'll just hang on to Porygon. Also, what did everybody think of the state of play today? Anybody watch it? I see there's a new Castlevania game. My goodness. I didn't know Konami had it in them. What's going on? Same old, same old. A Christmas miracle. Every time there's a state of play, my timeline is just Kingdom Hearts fans being very angry. And also Final Fantasy fans. Mostly people threatening Square. Mostly people threatening Square. Yeah, I saw there's a new Silent Hill. Wow, Konami's cooking up a lot of stuff. Crazy. Yeah, they have been coming out with a lot of Silent Hill content lately. There was 2 Remake and Silent Hill F. Sonia Belmont. Belmont. I saw some people saying that they think Square is gonna have their own event in the not too near future, which I feel like that makes sense. Unfortunately, Nintendo kind of ruined everything when they started doing their own presentations. Because now each game company just wants to have their own big event. Like, why would Square do anything for Sony when they can just have their own event? Wow, that's unfortunate that Porygon went boom. Elder Scrolls 6, Todd Howard. Todd's a funny guy because he's again pissing off multiple fan bases. The Fallout fans are angry; they're not going to get a new game anytime soon, and the Elder Scrolls fans are pissed. Yeah, I saw the Metal Gear collection. I saw somebody talk about, I didn't watch it, but there was a God of War thing, and the guy that voices Pit voices young Kratos. If I had a nickel for... the wait between KH2 and KH3 just killed your interest in the franchise, oh yeah. It's just the way that they announce these games and then dip for years that gets me. I feel like Square just seems like a very poorly run company. To be honest, doesn't seem like it's the best run corporation. What's up, Purple Pikmin? Realistic explosion. In Gen 8, your Pokemon explode. I don't know, you just gotta feel bad for these people after a while. It's like, check it out, you guys. The game you've been waiting for. Anyway, I'll see you in 7 years. Farewell. With no news in between then. Ow. No, Martin. No, Martin. Don't do it, Martin. No. No, Martin. Okay, good. Don't let Martin get away with that. You rascal. Classic Martin. Oh, it's Miss Latias. Okay. Oh, we only have 2 hearts, but we have a cracked team, so let's see how this goes. Remaking FF7 into a decade-long ordeal. How did people not expect that to happen? Again. Like, this is Square we're talking about. Completely unsurprising. Oh yeah, I've had FF7 in my block list for so long. I do not care to hear about it anymore. Cloud! Tifa! Ugh. Can't wait till this shit is over. Like when Stranger Things ended, like, or a TV show you don't watch is finally over. We're free! I probably shouldn't have maxed here. Paralyzed. Even funnier when the thing ends in disaster. Like, Game of Thrones was another one that I was so sick of hearing about, and then the final season happened and everyone's hopes and dreams were killed. But hey, the ending of that show was so bad, it like basically disappeared after it was over, so I was free. Is FF8 through 10 more popular? I feel like ever since I was a kid, everybody's like, oh, FF7 changed my life. Watered my crops. This game says capitalism is bad, therefore it is the greatest game of all time. I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing FF7 fans, don't be mad. I mean, I'll take the FF7 stuff over the last mainline Final Fantasy game. It just seemed like a miserable misery fest. Come on, Porygon, you gotta dig deep, gamer. Jeez. Okay. Not nice. Porygon's just getting assaulted over here. Well, it looks like a Teletubby. It does. GG's. What am I gonna catch you in? We'll go Beast Ball. I don't know. Why not? I already got this shiny. Hee 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 hee. In ZA, Melmetal waddles like he shat his pants. It does look very hard for Melmetal to move. It does seem very difficult. Yeah, I've seen that discourse. People upset that they've gutted all their traditional elements. Nope. 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 Alright, chat. Ads are gonna play, but we're just gonna be setting up for the next one, so you won't miss anything. PG, go next. Why did they even put Melmetal in ZA? Weird Pokemon. Kind of a weird guy, that Melmetal. The Super Mario Galaxy movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 35 minutes. So 95 minutes. It's 3 minutes longer than the first film. A whole 3 minutes, chat. No way. Alright, give me 1 second and we'll lock it in. You know, that's probably a bad thing, actually, that the new Mario movie is only 3 minutes longer than the original. They're gonna try to cram all of that stuff into 95 minutes? Uh-oh. Probably not a good thing. I have a weird core memory of looking at GameStop website back in the day and seeing one of the Lightning games on there and looking at the page. I don't know why, that's my brain decided to store that. But I remember it. But yeah, the movie's gonna need like perfect pacing to make this all work, and I somehow doubt it's gonna have good pacing. Okay, another Psychic, and I don't really see anything on the field that looks that great. I mean, Porygon is back. We ain't going that way. I wonder why would they make it so short? Like an hour and a half is nothing for a movie? I mean, I don't think people want it to be like Lord of the Rings level or long, but... Not even like 2 hours at least?
welcome back.
Hey, Silver, thanks for the 29 months. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Thank you. Welcome back. Rotom Calc said your catch rate was 0.14%. That's a diabolical catch rate. That's even worse than catching the beast ball mythicals. Cause that's like 0.34%. Could just appear and let you go. What? I think it was for the sequel to Night at the Museum, the Ben Stiller movie. And I had to pee so bad that it started, I was taking like psychic damage because I didn't want to get up. I hate getting up during movies. That movie sucked though. Why did I care? why didn't I just get up? I didn't even like that movie. It's not as good as the first one. Shorter so they can cram in more show times. Yeah. That could be one of the reasons. I mean, they could make the Mario movie as long as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They could if they wanted to. I feel like there's enough there. I'd hang out with Mario and Luigi and Yoshi for a few hours. Why not? As long as the Irishman. I haven't seen a movie in a long time. I'm not a huge moviegoer. I'll go every now and then, but there's not been anything that I've cared to see. Orbeetle, Quillfish. Those are both meh. Hated the Pokemon movie so much that she still reminds you of it to this day. I bet there's tons of I bet there were tons of boomers that wanted to shoot themselves seeing that movie. It wasn't that bad. Sheesh. Deadpool 2. Never felt compelled to. I think that would kill my love for anything if I was forced to watch Deadpool 2. Good, I'm glad you hated it and suffered. Yeah, back then, there used to be so many animated movies in theaters. And every time there was, there'd be like some stuffy reviewer would be like, Pokemon, more like Nomon, am I right? Yu-Gi-Oh the movie, more like I'd rather be anywhere else, am I right? Adults at the time demonized everything. Yu-Gi, no. They've been revealing some cute Yu-Gi-Oh cards tonight, and they have Karibo dressed as Griffor. Classic Yu-Gi monster, very cute. Love Karibo. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to get some Pokemon bed sheets, and my mom was like, you probably won't even be into Pokemon for that much longer. LOL. LOL. Did I miss my head smash? Why do you still have so much HP? Rebo is basically the Pikachu of the series. That is true. Your grocery store was selling Skibbity toilet toys. Yeah, I've seen the toilet packaging. Be like Ghibli movies. I watched Spirited Away with my mom and she didn't like it, and to this day I don't understand why. Spirited Away is such a great movie. Immaculate vibes. My dad would actually watch Yu-Gi-Oh! With me every now and then. He knew Hungry Burger. Has knowledge of Hungry Burger. It's actually your favorite movie of all time? Good choice. It's a good one. The most dad card. I think reviewers are coming around now when you have like the Demon Slayer movie and those types of things. I mean, a lot of those anime movies made a ton of money. And yet you have companies like Disney that are like, 500 more live action projects, please. Dad barely knows Pikachu. I mean, there's not terribly much to know. His name's Pikachu. He shoots electricity out of his cheeks. He goes Pika Pika, and he's cute. More Smurfs movies. I'm dreading the next Toy Story movie. Proud or embarrassed. Yeah, for some reason Pokemon Go seemed to resonate with older audiences. A lot of grandmas, grandpas, mom and pops out playing Pogo in the streets. Yeah, it is like iPad bad, phone bad. Kids don't play with toys anymore. They only want their iPads and their skibbity toilets and their, I ran out of my knowledge. Bluey. What do small children like? Bluey. If you know, Bluey is big when it has its own like section in Animal Kingdom in Disney now. My favorite Disney IP, Australian Bluey. A Bluey copy? Oh, brother. Small children like brain rot. It is interesting the types of things children tend to gravitate to, like FNAF. I always think it's kind of funny that kids love horror stuff as much as they do. Being annoying. I think I'm gonna befuddle here. Get befuddled. But then again, I mean, Pokemon is one of those franchises that just reaches across, like, all aisles. If you've ever been to a Pokemon event, you will see people from all walks of life there. Young, old, different races, tons of women. Pokemon just has that type of appeal. I also think they've done a very good job at appealing to a wide audience. Way more than stuff like similar franchises like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event, it's just all dudes. Pokemon events are truly family-friendly in a way that a lot of other franchises, I think, wish that they could have. That's why they make the big bucks. Everybody wants to buy a Pikachu. Yokai Watch did frighten them. They did frighten Game Freak, but I don't think any similar style franchise has had that effect since. I mean, you could bring up something like Pal World, but again, if you've ever played Pal World, which I have, it is just fundamentally not a Pokemon game. They are very different. It's more like an ARC game. Like, it has the monster collection aspect to it, but that's it. They are not similar. Outside of that, good crit. Oh yeah, that classic video of the pastor at he's talking about Jigglypuff. Great stuff. I'll tell you who the face of Pokemon Evil is. We haven't run into him tonight, but he's here. Yeah, these befuddles are doing nothing. I mean, it's Lugia, who's such a thick bitch. But still. That Yokai Watch was based on yokai. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool premise, right? I will say, I think Digimon is perhaps getting its groove back a little bit. And Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, Konami... I don't want to say they've turned over a new leaf, but... I definitely think they've felt the pressure of declining sales these past few years. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually an interesting anime to talk about, or franchise, because there's currently no new anime to get children invested. Them continuing to not have a new anime for Yu-Gi-Oh! Just seems like a mistake, in my opinion. No, I puffed the wrong person. I'm sorry, Haunter. I meant to puff ya. Well, I guess it didn't matter. Shit. I guess it didn't matter. No, Haunter. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection was great. I want them to do that with their 3D games. Like, put Forbidden Memories and, like, Falsebound Kingdom together. We're so back. Have an extra puff for, the rainy days, please. No, and then I die myself. Oh, Lugia's hand fingers are much more pronounced in Scarlet Violet. The new model it got, its hands are like muscular. Pokebeach just tweeted out, Quilladin is officially the most forgotten Pokemon in TCG, having received last receiving a card in 2015. It's finally getting a card today, which means every single Pokemon has been printed in the TCG within the last 11 years. Quilladin didn't have a card since 2015? He's a starter. That's... wow. Gen 6 gets so much flack. That's crazy. Somebody said deserved. The first response I see, somebody said deserved. No. I can't believe that. 2015, wow. If for some reason, just tons of Gen 6 Pokemon have like one trading card to their name. Tyrantrum barely has anything, Aurorus barely has anything, it sucks. Oh yeah, people are pissed that Sega didn't have anything either. At the state of play today. It'll happen sometime soon. Also, the new pack that Yu-Gi-Oh! Revealed today, Chaos Origins. There's a new Yugi render on it. They're going back to the old school packaging. Yeah, they saw those sales numbers and hit the panic button. The past few years, they're like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Since you've laid eyes on this game, Dynamax Adventure still slaps. I have way more hours in Sword and Shield than I have in Scarlet Violet. It is a great song. I never tire of it. Like I've tired of some of the route music. Like I cannot listen to the route music where the daycare is, the nursery. But this song, I never get sick of it. You think it'll be the last of its kind? I really hope not. It's such a cool mode. Jeez, this is death by 1,000 paper cuts. That crit was unfounded. How dare you? Wow, Lugia is being a big meanie. That was not nice, Lugia. He's a big old tank for a reason. Ho-Oh is pretty tanky too, but I got Ho-Oh in like 14 runs, so I haven't had to deal with Ho-Oh in a long time. Oh, you got Shiny Butterfree? Nice. The Legends 3, yeah, in Galar, yep, that was part of the Terra leak. Apparently that game is still in development. So that is likely where we're going next. It really has not been that long since Sword and Shield, so it'll be kind of odd. It'll be different to go back to a generation that we kind of just touched base on. I do have some questions though, like how is the game gonna run? How many Gigantamax Pokemon are gonna be on the screen? Oh shit, Obstagoon is here. I missed Obstagoon. Yeah, it won't feel like as long as it's been since a Sinnoh game or even X and Y. Think about spoiling yourself? Well, you could look at it this way. We probably will get a ton of leaks, but then as soon as the game comes out, people will not be able to data mine it because the Switch 2 has not been hacked. So there will still be surprises left, even if you look at all the Pokemon before the game comes out. Yeah, I think Alola would be a great setting for a Legends game. I've said this 1,000 times. Unfortunately, we went back to Gen 5 in Blueberry, and I think as far as Game Freak is concerned, that's good enough. There's no Gen 5 in their lineup that we know of. But you got Clay's daughter, Lacey. Woohoo! Aren't you happy, Gen 5 fans? Aren't you thrilled? Wow, Obstagoon got. Yeah, it doesn't even... There doesn't invoke any, like, black and white nostalgia for me. It never did. But it's kind of funny because it's almost like a isolated PLA. All your references are just characters that are related to characters in the original game. Yeah, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's what? That's Galarian Linoon. What the? That's a funny lineup. They don't need a full remake? No. Okay, so we're, again, grain of salt territory, but one of the leakers said these two, as in Fire Red Leaf Green, might be revisited and not straight ports, maybe not 2D style. Are we buying this? I literally said when we talked about this on, what was it, Tuesday, there's no universe in which they alter the game. I still believe that. There's no way. Oh god, what if they make it look like BDSP? I think I would be ill. I think I would throw up live on stream. Like, unless they're gonna do like Square Enix HD 2D or whatever that style is, I'm not interested. I don't know. I mean, that might explain the higher price. If they are really gonna be $30, if they were tweaked. I feel like that makes a little bit more sense. I don't remember who we're fighting. Psychic. Well, I should have taken that. My bad. If it's being reimagined, it's not going to be Game Freak. Yeah, I don't know what to how to feel about that. I thought for sure there'd be no universe in which they would actually alter it. Like, maybe allow us to get Deoxys and do, like, Ho-Oh and Lugia. But if the game is fundamentally altered? Huh. I'm intrigued. I mean, Hitmonlee would be decent-ish if this was Solgaleo. Your goal of catching every shiny alpha ghost type in ZA. Oh, that's fun. I love the Shalfa Gorgeist. That's a great one. Yeah, with Game Freak, it's like a flip of the coin. Who would be working on this? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out very soon. Again, I will be live for Pokemon Day early in the morning. It'll likely be at 9 in the morning Eastern when the presents happens. It's gonna be a wild ride. Except for has Felipe not giving you a Rotom one? Oh, you haven't unlocked it. It took me forever to get my first Rotom scan. Somebody said lava red and grassy green. Nintendo, do not hire that guy. The berries are actually a nice pickup here. Okay, we got 4 hearts and a dream. It's Lugia. Again. Tormented by Lugia. Why is Eevee a special scan? Alright, and I can Rock Slide here, so this is a good swap. Lugia says you are gonna die. You dare bring Dugtrio into my lair? You must die. Damn, Lugia, sorry. Okay? I just wanted to have fun and rock slide you. Guess I can't anymore. Lugia the Tormentor. I can't believe I got crit to death. No. Also, I think the State of Play revealed the Beast, Game Freak's other game. Release date. August 4th. The Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's other non-Pokemon game, comes out. They're slotting it in August. That sounds about right. We know November is likely Gen 10. They have Pokopia coming out in March. Where is Champions? I really want to learn more about Champions. Haha, you activated Colossal Steam Engine, you fool! You foolish fool. Trio. What if they have another Dugtrio Diglett form in Gen 10? You were shiny hunting Giratina and you got a shiny Dragonair. Nice. Shiny Giratina is a real nice shiny. Look at Aurorus' little stomp. Alright, Aurorus, take the wheel. Bug Trio. I still want to know, is Wind and Waves going to be like a Scarlet Violet where we only get a few regional forms, like a very small handful? Or is this going to be a return to like a Gen 8 where we get a ton of Galar Pokemon? Galarian, even. ZA boosts the catch rate for shinies? Yes, that's true. Which is why it's a shame we can't shiny hunt Volcanion, because if Volcanion was shiny... Stop killing me! It would be easier to catch. Well, have a good one. Thanks for the good luck. It's Gen freaking 10, baby! I agree. This is the big Kakuna. Lugia hates ground types. Lugia betrays all of my fundamentals. Stop. Do not. Do not get the 10%. Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. We need all these hits. No! Oh my goodness. Lugia is out for blood. There's a lot of frail and fighting Pokemon in the pool in Dynamax Adventures. No, hang in there, Colossal! Good. At least got one attack off. Yay, that's a GG! Woohoo! GG's. You didn't win this time, Lugia. No soup for you. Using my last love ball. If Lugia or Palkia show up, we're beasting them. We're going full beast mode. Come on, Lugia. If I don't get you shiny here, maybe we can shiny hunt Lugia in Fire Red or Leaf Green. I am genuinely excited for the idea of shiny hunting in Fire Red and Leaf Green on here. Oh. Hi, Linoon. I actually think I might have needed this. I was gonna say, what if I got Lugia and they were both pink? Both pink/red shinies. Alright, welcome aboard, Linoon. A careful Linoon. I kind of wish it had a different cry than original Linoon. Okay, let me check my living dex. Hold, please. I think I gotta scroll all the way to the bottom for Galarian Linoon. Yeah, I didn't have it. This is a new one. Wow. So now I'm at to 877. Nice. I definitely didn't think I was gonna pick up something new today. I'd love to see it. Alright, where are the rest of your Dynamax shiny brethren? Right here. I am still on a normal streak, by the way. Normal type, normal type, normal type. I can only get a shiny if it's a normal type. This does not bode well for the legendaries that are left. Oh, Regigigas. I guess I was like, what normal type legendaries do we have? Regigigas. Arceus is mythical, but I feel like still worth bringing up. Terraplagos, that's it. For pure normal. Meloetta. Cyclozar is part normal. Yeah, I feel like it might be time for a new normal type legendary. Oh yeah, I guess type Null and Silvally. I never think of them as legendaries. I really don't. Alright, we got a Dragon. So this is a Lati, or it's a Palkia, or it's a Guzzlord. So Regigigas, Terraplagos, type Null Silvally. That's it. That's it. That's not good. Watch them turn around and the box legendaries for Wind and Waves is a Psychic Dragon and like a Psychic Dragon. Oh hey Magmar, it's Boober. Our favorite pal Boober. Watch Sudowoodo do a cool flip. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. 10 out of 10. You should go compete in the Olympics, Sudowoodo. You'd get straight 10s. Except the French would probably give you a 7. Make it rain. But not Golden Ghost type of rain, actual rain. Get puffed. Clear schmog. Razor Shell makes me think of Samurott. We have a Selgor, that's nice. You see Sudowoodo, you think of Mirror B's hair. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, they did announce Coliseum and Gale for NSO that they've got to inevitably announce on Pokemon Day, I would think. Again, given Gen 3 vibes, we're just missing Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Otherwise, we... Like, that's Gen 3 era right there. We're just missing the Hoenn side of it. Man, if they re-released Hoenn so I could shiny hunt Mew, it would be glorious. It would be a wondrous, glorious place. No Hitmonchan? I hate these damn seeds. They're so worthless. Actually, well, we'll take Blunder. If I miss a Stone Edge, we got the Blunder policy. That's one of the funniest items they've ever made, the Blunder policy. They should have where you could print out weakness policy and blunder policy and frame them. This is my weakness policy diploma. Alright, this is Blue Basculin. Thank God they let this Pokemon evolve. I don't know what would we be doing with Basculin right now without Basculegion? Nothing. Pokemon buys insurance policies. I mean, couldn't they do more than just blunder and weakness policy? I feel like they could invent some more policies if they wanted to. You got Big Dreadnought on the field right now. Okay, well... I love this rental system. Sometimes. I wish they would bring back where people don't get to use their own Pokemon. They're forced to use rentals. Basculin got a Hisui form and it evolves into Basculegion. Pretty sweet big fish. Yeah, if you could bring your own Pokemon, that would be busted. Pull up with your Unnerved Zacians. Pre-nerf Zacian, my goodness. I don't think that's really fair. This guy just gets to one turn dive. A resistance policy. If you hit a Pokemon with not very effective damage, you get a boost. That's it. Oh, that's an interesting one. A resistance policy. Yeah, I like that idea. That's fun. I'm so bummed about the next ranked season in ZA chat. I'm so bummed. Oh, this isn't even the Basculin with Ice Fang. It's the red Basculin that has Ice Fang. We might be cooked here. Yeah, if Zygarde shows up, we're extremely dead. If this, I mean, we're probably dead regardless. This is not looking great. This is not looking great. I guess we're gonna have to hope it's Guzzlord. Or a Lati. I mean, I feel like the Latis are typically pretty easy. Yeah, Palkia is always difficult. Who's left? Not many. Not many. As far as Dragon goes, just Latios, Latios, Palkia, and Guzz. Oh, and Zygarde. Only got 3 UBs left. I still can't believe I picked up Tapu Koko. It took forever to get all the Tapus shiny. I think the Tapus will be back in Wind and Waves. I think they're going to be back for Gen 10. Good job, Sudowoodo. Didn't need to have the blunder. The blunder policy activate. If I shiny hunted the Tapus again, maybe I'd do fastball for Coco. Lover Dream Ball for Lele. Safari Ball I think would work for Bulu. What about Finny? Dive? Love? It's kind of fun to get a second set of shiny legendaries. Like, I kind of enjoyed having 2 sets of Swords of Justice, because I could just pick a different Pokeball. Kind of fun. It's kind of, I'm still thinking about how wild it is to shiny hunt, how quick. Unless you got completely unlucky. Oh good, goodness gracious, it's Palkia. I'm scared. It's so easy to shiny hunt the legendaries in ZA. It just took me like one stream each. Like one night of a couple hours, and that's it. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead, super dead. Dead as a doorknob. Extremely dead. Yeah, it takes the longest to make the donut. It was just so quick and easy. I mean, it's pretty easy to shiny hunt the Swords of Justice in Sword and Shield. Camp method is very quick. I kind of hope the Swords of Justice and perhaps the Genies do not make it into Gen 10. I think they can take a break now. I think they can take a break. Virizion was 8 laps. Yeah, mine was essentially around the same. Virizion was the easiest one for me. Or, I guess, the quickest. Yeah, if donut making was actually good and not atrocious, you could probably bang out like half those shiny legendaries in like one session if you wanted to. Although I guess it depends on you getting the scans from Felipe. If Felipe doesn't want to play ball. Oh no. Come on, Palkia. Palkia. Leakers are dropping vague descriptions of starters, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's what this means. Meh, I'll just wait. We only have a few weeks to go. I'd rather just see him revealed live. Yeah, my Terrakion numbers are actually kind of loud. Or loud. I read loud in chat. My Terrakion numbers are pretty bad because I didn't even... I don't think I was spawning it in. Man, this has been L after L tonight. On Fort. GG go next. Also, I turned it down a little. Hopefully the volume's better now. Also, I don't know how this worked out, but ads are gonna play. But we're gonna just sit in the lobby for a second, so nobody will miss anything. Oh, there was some merch news tonight, chat. Shall we look at it? Let's look at the merch news. Why not? So here's the Pocopia stuff that we talked about earlier. So you get Ditto Child. You get a little cast form thing. It's fun to see cast form. Pikachu. Nothing crazy. A little light is kind of cute. Everybody loves a good light. A good novelty light. Stationery. Oh, the stickers are cute. Then we got this. We got fighting type promo. That's kind of fun. Machamp. Look at Primate. I love this artist. This artist is always killing it. Oh, you squeeze Machamp's legs and he flexes. That's cute. That is quite cute. Got a little Krogunk. Krogunk is the most merchandised Gen 4 Pokemon outside of Piplup, and it's crazy. There's so much Krogunk merchandise. Oh, that Primeape is cute. Mario jacket. Look at the Lucario headband. Oh my god. Got a little bottle. Oh my god, the Machamp bottle opener. No way. How much time we got left? 13 seconds. Alright, we're locking in. Let's see, anything else? Lucario phone holder. Oh, a Hitmonlee ruler. Hold on, let me see what I'm doing. Oh, Sudowoodo's back. Great. Cute. Got some stickers, some socks. Nice. It's a fun promo. Krogunk exists solely to give Looker an ace. I always forget that's Looker's ace Pokemon. I mean, I tend to not like to think about Looker for that much, that many minutes of my day. But when I do, I tend to not remember that he also had a Krogunk. Crystal and a calculator, nice. Yeah, Krogunk and Brock. Krogunk essentially took over from Misty. Yeah, back when you had the, do kids still use TI-83s? That was the expensive graphing calculator they made us buy in high school. Actually, I want to say we had them in middle school, too. Those big Texas Instrument graphing calculators. TI-89 stand. Yeah, the one I had, I ended up, of course my parents bought it for me because I was a child, but when I left school, I turned around and sold it and made like $80 profit. Cha-ching! Free money. We're having a sale on money. Oh, doing some nice work with Chestnut. If you get the right lobby, a grass Pokemon could go absolute ham. Oh, what? Okay, Duraludon, that's not nice. That is very rude. This dragon building is so rude. Speaking of Drifloon, they should give Drifblim... They gotta do something for Drifblim one day, right? I keep waiting. Every gen I wait. They love putting Drifloon and Drifblim in every game, but not doing anything with them, just like Psyduck. Like another 10,000 games for Psyduck and Golduck. Are they finally gonna get a new form? No. Will Golduck ever be usable? Jury's still out on that one. Yeah, at least make it not atrocious in battle. Provide it with a new ability or perhaps a fun new ghost move. And then for Golduck, exact same things. Give it a better ability. Give it some new actual decent water moves or perhaps some psychic moves. Oh yeah, people have fallen asleep before. I mean, as long as nobody makes a habit of it, it's not a big deal. Yeah, Cloud9 is just... See, that's where I mostly want forms. I want them on Pokemon that could maybe use a little boost in power. Honestly, Dynamax Adventures can be at its best if you're just solo with animations off. When you turn animations off, these do go quicker. So if you're farming something like, you know, Blacephalon or a Tapu or something that's easy, a legendary beast, if you turn animations off, you can fly through these. Especially if you want to bother with saving a route. I don't ever bother with saving a route, but if you save a route that's really good, you can blitz through these really quick. And again, great odds. 1 out of 100 are great odds. Berries should cure status. Yeah, they should. Yeah, Mantine, not only would Mantine being shiny be a new one for my living dex, but Mantine is a coveted wide guarder. And if you ever do Dynamax Adventures, you're gonna learn really quick that a wide guarder is your best friend. Yeah, Palkia is just such a annoyance. It's such an annoyance. Almost makes me long for the day when we would fight Kyogre. I mean, not really, because I didn't like fighting Kyogre either, but at least Kyogre is just water. Dragon Water is... I say this every time we do Dynamax Adventures, but it's great typing. They better put my boy Kingdra in Wind and Wave. Speaking of Dragon Water Pokemon, Dragalge had its day. Now it's time for the real seahorses to show up. Wow. I'm confused and paralyzed. I'm just a damn rock. I'm just a pseudo-wudo. You guys don't need to be doing this to me. Stop. I'm already dead. Yeah, how many water Pokemon? I really wish they'd have more than like 3 fire types. Just give me a good handful of fire types and I'll be happy. I'm kind of down for some new electric Pokemon too. Maybe a fire electric Pokemon? Considering the only one we have is Rotom. Alright, we got Passim. What's that? Bolton. Are they gonna bring Yamper back? Are they gonna bring Yamper back in, Gen 10? The meta really just decides on who you want to shiny hunt. If you're doing Zygarde, you definitely want Wide Guarders and Ice types. Those will lead you to the Promised Land. Sometimes you just need one good Ice type and you can beat Zygarde. Sometimes that is all it takes. For something like Xerneas, you want Clang or Kling-Clang, Duraludon, as many Steel types as you can get. For all the Psychics, there's a good amount of Ghost and Dark Pokemon. Frostlass has been very useful in fighting all the Psychic types. It really just depends. And I started doing randoms because I liked the mystery element of it. It was definitely a bit more effective at the beginning when I had the full pool of Pokemon ahead of me instead of just this. What, 11? 11 Pokemon left? But basically, your hard Pokemon are like Zygarde or Kyogre, Groudon, Pokemon that can hit your team all at once. It's really hard to deal with those Pokemon unless you have a Wide Guarder. So that would be Zygarde, Kyogre, Groudon. Landorus can be kind of tricky. I think Celesteela is really hard to fight. Another Pokemon with great typing and tons of great moves. Xerneas can be kind of difficult too. But then you have most of the UBs I think are pretty easy. Guzzlord, Blacephalon. Blacephalon, when I was shiny hunting Blacephalon, there were so many times where we just O-code it. Turn 1. Always felt good. Kartana's pretty easy if you have a fire type. The legendary beasts are pretty easy. The legendary birds. I mean, Articuno can kill you with Blizzard. But even then, it's probably not likely. The Lake Guardians are all easy. Latios and Latias are fairly easy. Solgaleo and Lunala are mid-tier, I'd say, as far as difficulty goes. Reshiram and Zekrom are not too bad. Ho-Oh is very easy. So I'd say most of the mons in here you can solo if you wanted to. Well, I'm paralyzed, so this is kind of unfortunate. I mean, the odds of it being Latios or Latios are quite high. I'm gonna stick with Sudowoodo. Yeah, the thing with Dynamax Adventures is that you have to pray the NPCs don't sabotage your run. Which they can and will do. Okay, it was in fact Miss Latios. Okay. It's like, I wish I could take the Gen 9 NPCs and put them in this game. I like Dynamax way more, the structure way more than terastallizing raids. But the NPCs in Scarlet and Violet are a lot less offensively bad. Than they are here. Which, it's just because they're programmed with no logic. Like, if you have an NPC with Rain Dance and an NPC with Sunny Day, one will go for Sunny Day, and then the next turn the other one will go for Rain Dance. And they'll just take turns setting up weather the whole match. Yeah, I definitely have never run into such unique and interesting people than I have doing Terra raids in Scarlet Violet. Hydro Cannon starters, Koraidon, Miraidon where they don't belong, Iron Hands where it has no business being, people bring in level 70 Annihilapes, Pollen Puff, Calyrex, Shadow Rider. You just never know what type of sick freaks you're gonna run into when you do Terra raids. You just never know. Oh, Annihilate is great, but not when it's level 70. I mean, what they should have done is force people to have a level 100 Pokemon in those higher star Terra raids. Because it's all fun and games until little Timmy pulls up with his level 43 Quaquaval. Also, speaking of Terra raids, I think Feraligatr might be live for all two of you that are interested in that. I do believe Feraligatr is live. Why make him mandatory in the first place? I mean, a lot of people don't have anyone to play with, I guess is how they see it. Also true, you do have to pay for online now, and a lot of people cannot. Which is why the link cable should be in every Pokemon game, but I digress. GG's. I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, we're just gonna go another Beast Ball. Why not? I think I did Safari Ball for the Latios in ZA. Love Ball would work too, but I don't have a lot of those. ZA is the first game on the Switch, unless you manipulate the lottery machine in Scarlet Violet, to actually give you a lot of Apri Balls. Mantine, I wanted you more than Latios, you fricker. Yeah, I just hate the way Game Freak looks at it, or how I think they look at it anyway, which is we want people to go out and make friends over Pokemon. It's like, this is just an inconvenience. Having a trade to evolve is just an inconvenience. It isn't about, well, gotta go make friends. No, just let me evolve my Kadabra, thank you. Alright, let's see who we get this time. We have not seen any UBs tonight. I don't believe we've seen Azelf. Haven't seen Solgaleo. Yeah, there's still... Haven't seen Articuno. Been another Psychic night. I don't want to make friends, I want to evolve my Pokemon. Yeah. Like, again, especially if you're an adult, you know, living your own life, working your job, or going to school. It's like, it's just a convenience thing. Okay, another Psychic. Another one. Is a Lugia repeat, or perhaps Azelf? Or maybe Solgaleo? Yeah, I've seen a few people say, like, they've had Shalfas stolen and stuff, and that sucks. Especially because PLA made the item. PLA had the link cable. Would have taken like 2 seconds to copy that shit over. Yeah, for the standalone games, exactly. We had it so good. No more fun. Yeah, even when I was a kid, I would just trade with myself, because handheld, you know, you'd have like a Game Boy Advance and like a Game Boy SP. You just trade yourself. It's not like they allow home to be available at launch. How long is it going to take for us to get home for Gen 10? Is Bouffalant coming back in Gen 10? They bringing our boy Bouffalant back? I think I need Bouffalant shiny. especially for Dex completion. Being able to trade yourself Pokemon is just so nice. Or being able to go into your home and just trade yourself whatever. Bouffalant has Sap Sipper. What an ability. Yes, I've tried to shiny hunt Shelmet too. In fact, I think I've shiny hunted both of them in this game. Okay, good. I'm glad Comfey got picked up. Comfey is decent support. Actually, it's quite good. It's better than decent. Yeah, Floral Healing is such a pretty move, too. It's one of the best animated moves in the game. When Scarlet Violet allowed home compatibility. Oh, I wish I could remember. They gotta do something with a Selgor and a Scavalier at some point. This is a Gen 5 party. We got Liepard here. I'm a Bouffalant. Heatmore is here. It's a Gen 5 party. Everybody's invited. Also, this Saturday is Valentine's Day, chat. I kind of want to do a themed hunt, but I haven't decided on anything yet. We'll see. But yeah, again, when Gen 10 comes out, who knows when we'll get access to stuff like trade bots and even just basic data mining. It's gonna be a interesting journey. So much of what we learn from Pokemon games comes from the initial data mine. It'll be weird when there isn't one. At least for a while. People find, you know, hidden mechanic. Remember how long it took people to figure out how to evolve Palafin? When Scarlet Violet started leaking and people were trying to... Nobody could figure out how to evolve Palafin. Yeah, all customers think the back is a magical place full of tons of stock. It usually does take them some time every time there's a new console. Nintendo does try to keep people out. But they'll get in. They always do. My 69th luxury ball, Liepard, just for you. Yeah, it's funny that Easter and Valentine's Day are like a package deal now. As soon as you start seeing Valentine's Day stuff, you know the Easter stuff is right behind it. Alright, good. Looking good so far. I could gamble, but I'm not going to. I think this team is looking pretty solid. Good gamble? No. No, not a good gamble. Oh, it's Ivysaur. I'm like, who the hell is that? Oh, geez, this is kind of scary. I think Ivysaur would have been an easier one here, but alright. I wish I could do a better wheezing impression. Yeah, it seems like seasonal stuff comes out earlier and earlier every year. Look at Bouffalant's little tiny tail. What a funny fellow. I love Galarian wheezing. I think it's a great form. But the way that the smoke comes out of the chimneys, the fact that it's like a... I don't know how to describe it, but the smoke just doesn't look right to me. It's like a cloud instead of trailing off and dissipating. Maybe it'll clear out more today when all the last minute Valentine's Day shoppers go out and buy everything off the shelves. I know, I don't know why they do that. You get a regional Executor, but not Execute. You get a regional Marowak, but not Cubone. You get wheezing, but not coughing. I hate that. They did it for Alolan Sandshrew and Vulpix. Why nobody else? No Shelder. Shelder gets no love. Game Freak hates Cloyster. Can you people frickin' read? Most likely no. Alright, Cram is locked and loaded. I love the flavor text. Bouffalant took the kind offer. Yeah, let's go Boof. Sploosh. Oh boy. Please do not the Comfey. Go on, Boof. Finish it. Take the kind offer. Steel Spike is one of the better looking Dynamax move. Like, I love looking at Steel Spike every time. I will say though, as much as I love Galarian Weezing, its shiny is a downgrade. I actually think Galarian Weezing might have one of the more atrocious... I mean, Galarian Farfetch, they kind of screwed a few Galarian forms over when it comes to shinies. But Weezing shiny is so underrated. I don't know what they were thinking for Galarian Weezing. piss me off. Don't piss me off. In the PS5. Yeah, nobody could buy a PS5. How times change. People thought the Switch 2 was going to be hard to get at launch. But thankfully, Nintendo... The one thing they did right during all that Switch 2 hubbub, they made a lot. A beta Whooper, aka Booper. Whooper used to look like this once upon a time, if you can believe it. When buying cigarettes. Oh yeah, people that want to be like, I don't have my ID. And you just know if you let somebody get away with that, that would be like an inspector. that would be like a person trying to get one over. I think either you or Lipard could max. Although Latias has this annoying quirk to her where she goes for type change, and that sucks. She is the more annoying one to fight than, Latios. The screeches are nice. We can get some more damage in. The new Xbox will be about $1,000. Can Microsoft really afford to do something that stupid? I wish I could max here. Superpower's great, but then it's not great. Look at Cramorant. I don't know where these gaming corporations think people are gonna find the money for this stuff from. Throat chop. That's such a violent sounding move for a Pokemon like Cramorant. Throat chop. Damn, Cramorant. Yeah, at that point, like, just get a nice PC. You'd be way better investing in just a nice PC. Dragon breath. Nobody wants to smell your stank breath, Latias. So stanky it paralyzed my Bouffalon. Stop! Cease! There we go. GG. Very nice. Looks so weird to be using a beast ball. ZA radicalized me into the Beast Ball agenda, chat. I'm on board now. It also helps that I have 72 Beast Balls and very few Apri Balls. So I have to pick and choose wisely. Nope. 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 Aww. Well, chat, should we do one more or should we call it there? Should we tempt fate? What do you think, Poiple? Any ideas? What are you gonna tell me about Peonia? Azelf? No thanks. One more, call it, one more. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll tempt fate. I'm sure we're gonna get Zygarde or Palkia. One more, one more. Weren't people saying that the Steam machine, the Steam box, was gonna cost a lot of money? Did Valve ever reveal a price for it? I really can't recommend building a PC enough. I know the market is kind of weird and RAM prices are weird and graphics card prices fluctuate all the time, but this is the second PC I've built that I'm using right now. And it's great. I mean, the battery I got didn't work at first. And that kind of sucked. But when I figured that out, now it's great. Alright, one more slot if anyone wants it. I can back out if it's doing that weird thing where it doesn't let people in. Here, let's try again. I don't know why that happens. The online in this game is very... like it's held together by paper clips and glue. Suits don't want to make hardware. At this point, I don't know if I blame them. There we go. Okay. We're good to go. Okay. A great lineup. Pick Auroras. Oh, Windows 11 is so ass, chat. Don't get Windows 11. Usually a few times a week, when I boot my computer on, my nightlight doesn't work, so I have to turn the computer off. Oh, it's Articuno! Nice! A little Kuno surprise. And this is a very good team for Articuno. Terrific. But yeah, at least a few times a week, I boot my computer on, and my taskbar breaks. Because I usually have my taskbar hidden, where I have to, like, mouse to the bottom to see it. And sometimes Windows 11 just breaks my taskbar, and I have to go into the settings and have it hide again. Or sometimes I turn my computer on, and my nightlight will not work. It's always on. And for some reason, sometimes when I turn the computer on, the nightlight just gets borked. It won't turn on, so I have to restart the computer. It's just like, ugh. Microsoft, when I get you. I've also been having a lot of crashes with my browser that I have not been able to figure out, and it makes me sad. Oh my god, Windows 11 is a nightmare. It fixed the taskbar hiding. It's just like, sometimes Microsoft just like resets my shit for no reason. And it's not like they're constantly pushing out updates or something that's resetting it. It seems to happen for no reason. And sometimes it's the taskbar, and sometimes it's my nightlight. Nightlight. That makes me sound like a goo goo gaga baby. My blue light filter. Goo goo gaga. Yeah, Microsoft is trash. It's so bad. I mean, I don't go to sleep mode. When I turn my computer off, I hard turn it off. My computer, I have sleep mode turned off, actually. Stunfisk is the smuggest Pokemon that's ever existed. A smug guy. This is another Pokemon that before ZA came out, I didn't have shiny, but now that ZA is out, we picked up Heliolisk. Smugleaf? Oh wow, that takes me back. Anytime anybody brings up Smugleaf, I'm teleported back to Black and White era. They gotta give Superior something someday, man. Superior deserves it. Contrary is good. Not enough to make it competitive like Rillaboom, for instance, but it is nice. It is a nice ability. A trillion value wiped. I actually have a help. I've been on the looking around for an answer as to why all Chromium browsers crash for me, and I actually have a thread up of some steps. I need to go into the BIOS and tweak some stuff in there. Maybe that will fix my issue I've been having. Nothing like watching a stream or a YouTube video and it just, the browser page just shits itself. Yeah, I stopped using Chrome when they stopped ad blockers too, but Brave is still using Chromium. It's still a Chromium-based browser, unfortunately. I don't know if Mozilla would give me the same problem. If this continues to happen, I'm gonna have to use Firefox. Or at least try it. Because both Chrome and Brave crash all the time on me. Oh, I'm powering up Raichu. That's fine. Yeah, Brave is decent. It's just, I don't know why it's not playing nice with Windows 11. I've tried out Opera, but listen, their social media presence is so annoying. I refuse to try it again because of that. I even ran like a diagnostic on my RAM to make sure it wasn't my RAM causing the crashes. And it's certain web pages more than others. Like, for example, I've noticed crashes the most on, like, eBay. eBay is Crash City for some reason. DuckDuckGo. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of positive things about DuckDuckGo. When your team is pretty set for the boss, your best course is to pick the Pokemon that's weakest to your team. You want to arrive to the boss in one piece. Oh, this is Red Basculin, so this is the one that has Ice Fang. I mean, we do have 3 electric Pokemon, so oh, and me. Here. Have a free boost on me, or Raichu. We're boosting up in here. I love it. The trainers are so cute in this game. I love everybody's trainers. They really popped off with the customization and stylization of the trainers in this game. Alright, Raichu. You're getting big power. Let's go. Nice. Well, I don't know if I would go as far as to say good. But the art style and the lighting are nice. I just wish every route wasn't like a straight line. If we could work with a bit more than like the routes. I mean, I do like Crown Tundra. Crown Tundra was such a good DLC. It saved. Well, not okay. Maybe not saved, but. Whereas the DLC for ZA was so bad, I've noticed people's opinions on the base game have gone down. Crown Tundra's DLC was so good that I think it made a lot of people's opinions on the base game higher. I know. If you could just buy hyperspace berries, it would be such an improvement. A low budget will do that. A low budget will do that to your game. Amplify the main... Yeah. It reheated the main game's nachos in such a poor way. +6 Raichu versus Articuno. It's Freezer. Listen, Articuno, I've had Moltres and Zapdos, your bird brethren. I've had them shiny for so long. When are you gonna come home? When are you gonna return to us? I actually am just gonna rockfall here. Because if there's one thing Articuno hates more than electricity, it's rocks. Alright, we get to see Aurorus's little stomp. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. I love Aurorus. Aurorus and Tyrantrum rule. I cannot wait to see the fossils in Gen 10. Day 1. I'm ready. They took a little break in Gen 9. And they're hopefully coming back for 10. Otherwise, I'll be very sad. In fact, get the guy who designed Aurorus and Tyrantrum back. Get him to design some more fossils. I'd be so down for that. We dropped the Egyptian stone tablet from Yu-Gi-Oh! On Articuno. Who did I get? I picked up Galarian Linoon. Incredible, I know. Yeah, there's so many dinosaurs, or even like Ice Age animals they could take inspiration from. I'm so excited. The fossils are always a highlight. Aurorus dodged. That's kind of embarrassing for you, Articuno. How do you miss the giant dinosaur on the field? No. Oh. That's mean. The double freeze? Articuno. Oh, freeze is so busted. Hey, at least Stunfisk doesn't die to the sandstorm. I can't believe that. The double freeze? Okay, Articuno. Relax. It's not that serious. Relax. Oh no, Raichu getting frozen is so bad. Alright, Aurorus, you need to put your whole long neck into this rock. No! Oh no! I think I'm out of ancient powers. God, freeze is such bullshit. Oh no! I'm gonna go for Body Slam. If Raichu continues to remain frozen, we'll lose. Oh no, no, no. Please, status, heal us. Okay. Not helpful in this particular... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. No, the Heliolisk went for round. Wait, can we kill? Oh, that was so close. Victory. Woo, GG. All right, we brought home the Articuno bacon. GG's. The photo finish. The buzzer beater. But now the real question, will Articuno finally be shiny? After so long? No. 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 Aww. 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 Well, I'm glad we went for one more, chat. I'm glad we went for one more. And I did get a shiny today, and it was a new shiny. It was a new one. I picked up Galarian Linoon. This is a great shiny, by the way. Obstagoon underrated. Just in time for the ads, just in time for the end of the stream, chat. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll be back this weekend for perhaps a Valentine's Day themed hunt. I'm not sure what yet. But check out the Discord if you're new here. Shout out to the YouTube viewers and the VOD watchers. It hit just, the ad hit just as I said that. That's funny. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for all the follows and the resub tonight. Appreciate you all. Dynamax Adventures is the best. I've been enjoying it. It was nice to take a break, and now we're back. We'll sprinkle it in every now and then. It's great. It's also great because I'm getting a little sick of ZA. It's nice to have another good shiny method to fall back on, I think. It's nice to switch it up every now and then. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see you all this weekend. Was there anything else? I need to say anything else? I think we're good. I think that's it. I'll quit yapping now. Bye, chat. Bye.